Alexander Hamilton, one of the most influential founding fathers of the United States, was a soldier, statesman, economist, and political philosopher whose life story is as remarkable as it is dramatic. Rising from humble beginnings, he played a crucial role in shaping the political and financial systems of the fledgling American Republic. His contributions continue to influence American politics, economics, and law to this day. Early life and origins. Alexander Hamilton was born on January 11, 1755, or 1757, historical records are unclear, in Charlestown, the capital of Nevis, a small island in the Caribbean. He was born out of wedlock to Rachel Fawcett, of French Huguenot descent, and James Hamilton, a Scottish trader. His illegitimate birth stigmatized him in his early years and would later shape his desire to succeed and prove himself. Tragedy struck early in Hamilton's life. His father abandoned the family, and his mother died when he was around 12 years old. Orphaned and impoverished, Hamilton was taken in by a local merchant. His intelligence and work ethic impressed community leaders, and after he published an eloquent account of a hurricane that struck the island, local benefactors sponsored his education in the American colonies. Education and rise to prominence. In 1773, Hamilton arrived in New York and enrolled at King's College, now Columbia University. His education was interrupted by the American Revolution, in which he passionately supported the colonial cause against British rule. He quickly gained recognition for his writings in defense of American liberty, and by 1776, he joined the Continental Army. Hamilton served with distinction during the Revolutionary War and became an aide-de-camp to General George Washington. In this role, he earned Washington's trust and respect, managing correspondence, intelligence, and strategic planning. Though he longed for a combat command, his administrative duties were vital. Eventually, he led troops at the decisive Battle of Yorktown in 1781, which contributed to the British defeat. Post-war political career. After the war, Hamilton returned to New York and began a career in law. He was instrumental in the push to ratify the U.S. Constitution, writing 51 of the 85 Federalist Papers, alongside James Madison and John Jay. These essays argued persuasively for a strong central government and helped shape public opinion in favor of the Constitution's ratification. Hamilton's political philosophy favored a robust national government, a national bank, and an industrial economy. His vision often clashed with that of Thomas Jefferson, who championed agrarianism and states' rights. These ideological differences laid the groundwork for America's first political parties, the Federalists, led by Hamilton, and the Democratic Republicans, led by Jefferson and James Madison. First Secretary of the Treasury. In 1789, President George Washington appointed Hamilton as the first Secretary of the Treasury. During his 5-year tenure, Hamilton established the foundations of American economic policy. His achievements included creation of the Bank of the United States. Hamilton proposed a national bank to stabilize the economy, issue currency, and manage debt. Assumption of state debts. He engineered a plan for the federal government to assume Revolutionary War debts incurred by individual states, thereby strengthening federal authority and credit. Tax policies. Hamilton implemented tariffs and excise taxes, including the controversial whiskey tax, to fund the government and reduce national debt. Manufacturing and infrastructure. He advocated for government support of manufacturing and internal improvements like roads and canals to build a strong, diversified economy. These policies laid the foundation for America's capitalist system but also triggered opposition. Critics feared Hamilton's policies favored the wealthy and northern interests over southern farmers. Personal life and scandals. Hamilton married Elizabeth Schuyler in 1780, a union that connected him to one of New York's most powerful families. They had 8 children together. Despite his ambition and brilliance, Hamilton's personal life was marred by controversy. In 1797, Hamilton publicly admitted to an extramarital affair with Maria Reynolds, becoming the subject of America's first major political sex scandal. His enemies, including Thomas Jefferson's allies, used the incident to attack his credibility and character. Later years and duel with Aaron Burr. Hamilton remained politically active even after resigning from the Treasury in 1795. He opposed John Adams, the second president, and instead worked behind the scenes to promote his own vision of strong federal government. Despite his deep political rivalry with Jefferson, Hamilton helped secure Jefferson's presidency in 1800 by endorsing him over Aaron Burr, whom Hamilton distrusted as unprincipled. This move infuriated Burr, who was then serving as vice president. Their long-standing animosity culminated in a duel on July 11, 1804, in Weehawken, New Jersey. Hamilton, morally opposed to dueling, fired his pistol into the air. Burr, however, shot Hamilton in the abdomen. Hamilton died the next day at the age of 47. Legacy. Alexander Hamilton's legacy is profound. He was a visionary whose ideas shaped the financial infrastructure of the United States. The Bank of the United States, though initially controversial, was a precursor to the modern Federal Reserve. His writings, particularly the Federalist Papers, continue to influence constitutional interpretation and legal scholarship. In the 21st century, Hamilton's reputation experienced a resurgence thanks to Lin-Manuel Miranda's Broadway musical Hamilton, 2015, which introduced his life story to a new generation. Today, Hamilton's image appears on the U.S. $10 bill, a fitting tribute to the man who built the nation's economic foundations from the ground up. From an orphaned boy in the Caribbean to one of the architects of the American Republic, Alexander Hamilton's life embodies the American dream. His intellect, ambition, and indomitable spirit left an indelible mark on the United States and its ideals.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel.